woke up really early this morning to come to Solidcore and do a class with their like founder and like I guess the lead instructor because Solidcore is coming to the West Coast, coming to LA. We'll turn that back on. I live in Orange County, so it was a drive, but it was nice. I told myself I'm just gonna say yes to a lot of those things, just to figure out what I like, what my space is. It's like cool to be invited to these like preview events, so here I am. And not to mention, I got a crap ton of free stuff. I can't even believe this is like Drunk Elephant, like a skincare brand. I literally cannot, I think they gave us like literally one of like every single product, like Sheath Thicky. So I'm excited to try this. I've heard good stuff about this brand, but I don't know if it's just because they obviously do great marketing and give people it for free. Got a hat, some of these protein shakes. Oh, my favorite, Liquid IV. Classic tumbler with straw and flip lid. Oh. Whew. But now I think I can't decide if I want to just go home or if I want to get coffee. I've already had 1.5 Celsius today, so the goodie bag was less impressive, but I cannot believe how much skincare they just gave us. That was insane. Okay, I'm gonna sit here and figure out what I'm gonna do next. I might just go home. I might get coffee. I might get coffee at the place right next door, because that's the easiest. But regardless of what it is, you're about to see it right now. Okay, so I decided just to go home instead of going and doing anything else, but I'm really glad I did because there is an insane, I don't even know if it's an accident, I don't know what it is. The 405 is stopped on both sides. Like I was sitting stopped and my time has increased by over 30 minutes already, so something over there, but whatever it is, I hope everyone's okay, you know? So I just got home after a long freaking drive. Yeah, I never figured out what was going on, but that drive was insane. I realized, so I never told you what I actually thought about Solidcore. So that was my first ever class at Solidcore. Like I said, we've never had them here in California, and so they're opening them up, aka they're promoting them. And I have been doing Legree or like Pilates. I know they're different. I don't know the difference, so don't ask me. I know Legree is like more intense, but that's it. So I've been doing it. I did it consistently like for a year leading up to my wedding, and then I basically didn't do it for like 2 years consistently because of the pandemic. And then I've recently started going back. I do it about once a week. So I'm pretty familiar with the style of workout, but that was the hardest Legree class I've ever done in my whole life. It was insane. Some of the moves they had done, I had never done before either. And I talked to the instructor afterward, who's actually the person who founded it. And she said that they like use their own moves and they've taken some out of like traditional Legree. She said she used to work with like the Legree person. So Legree is someone's name and Pilates is someone's name. That's like that's what I've been told. But it was so good. It was so hard, but it was also like really motivational. She like did a really good job of like motivating us and being like, you know, we do hard things because like it teaches us, and like we need to like go through something hard, like break those muscle fibers down. And it was just like inspiring. And like as I was sitting there, it was like cool. I went to this like women's conference, like Christian conference over this weekend. It's just like cool the way that I was even thinking about like how God like created our bodies to really like mimic life in a lot of ways. Like, you know, she was talking about like breaking our muscles down, like going through something hard, that's change. And like that's change in like every sense, like spiritually, like I don't know how much I've talked about this, but like career wise, I went through a big change. I got promoted and it's been hard, but I've learned so much from the process. And so like working out, and like there's so much process in it, there's so much growth and change in the process, in the hard. And yeah, it was just really motivating. So I really like that. And the studio I go to right now is like, they don't really do any motivational talk at all. So yeah, she was really hands-on, great instructor. I really liked it. I did ask if they're opening up one in Orange County, and they're not for a while, but they are. I think they have like 80 studios or something, so I'm sure there might be one around you. So I would highly recommend checking out Solidcore. Like if you want like a lower impact, but like high intensity workout, like it is for you. Yeah, I really liked it. Yeah, I liked the cueing. They didn't use, so in like Legree and Pilates, they'll say like catfish or wheelbarrow or like crawl, like I don't even know all the names, bear, like mermaid. They have all these like kind of like frou-frou-y names for things, but at Solidcore, they just like said exactly what the movement was, like a lunge or a deadlift or like a push-up or a side plank. Like they didn't use these like frou-frou-y names that like Legree and Pilates has, which I really liked because it's so much easier to like figure out what you're supposed to be doing. Like when they say like mermaid and like that's like being on your side like doing this, like if it's your first time, like you have no idea what that is. So, or like scrambled eggs is also one, like what does that even mean? So I really liked how it was just like, yeah, I liked the simplicity of the names, and like the founder was like, oh, it's because we wanted like more athleticism, more like intuitive movement, so it like feels natural. So I really enjoyed that. So I wish I was closer, because they also did give me 10 free classes, but maybe I'll use them. Like I have an uncle that lives in LA and my sister lives there, so maybe I'll use them like if I'm up there with them. But it was really great. Highly recommend. That is my official Solidcore review. Seriously, if you have one by you, check it out. It is very difficult, but you can take breaks. But it'll challenge you in all the best ways. Challenge you in a way that is productive and good for not only your physical health, but your mental, spiritual, emotional health. Because like hard things happen, but that's where the progress is. That's where the change is. So that's my spiel. It took me so long to get home. I'm going to make breakfast because I'm starving, because I didn't choose to get anything. I'll probably make oatmeal because that's what I eat for breakfast like every day. But yeah, let's go make some brekkie.